Okay. Thanks everybody for jumping on. I literally just was on another event and had to jump off of that and get on here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Mary, you can unmute yourself. And I'm going to go fast. Okay, let's go to Heather.
Hey, can you hear me, Michelle?
Yes, perfect. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Fantastic.
Hey, so I've been since we talked last, I've been trying to tweak this content a little bit. So here's my kind of quick question. If I'm you know my background. Like I'm trying to speak to professionals who are burnout and want more time with their family, make a good income
Mhm.
already. So how would you say, can you just give me like a blurb of how you would say, because what I worry about is like sometimes I say, oh yeah, I make a good paycheck and I'm like, but it steals away from my family. And I don't know if that turns people off. It's like you're saying you make good money. Why are you doing this? Do you have a way that you can, and I put it in chat and try to kind of
Yeah,
like,
so what I would say instead of that, I would say, and by the way, it's not about the income, it's about the quality of time with my family. I'm done with the guilt. I want time. There's no amount of money that can replace time because time is undefeated. We can never get time back. So I would say it that way because that way then you're not you're allowing people to lean in and be like, yes, I agree with that.
okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so
Yep, that's what I would do. So instead of saying it's not, just say it's not about the money, it's about the time. Time is undefeated, you guys. You can keep on putting something on, putting something off, but that time is still going to win every time. When we're long and gone, time still goes. Time is the most important thing. So, yeah,
okay. All right, I'll try to tweak that. Thank you.
awesome. You bet. All right, Angie.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
So my biggest thing is with TikTok. I'm having such a hard time and I'm wondering if I need to just get a backup account or something. I've been stuck in the 20, 30, 40 views. I've taken, I've done Zoom, social media, like all the social media trainings. I'm trying. I wait a week, do
Okay, so
everything.
what's your question? Just give me your
My
question.
my question is it gonna hurt if I do a backup account?
Okay, well, if you can't get one account working, I wouldn't go to another account, right? So let me ask you a few questions so we can figure it out. So how long have you had that account?
Since I started, so about 6 months, almost
Okay,
6 months.
6 months, and how many followers do you have?
I have 949.
Okay, awesome. And so you said 6 months, 949. And how many videos a day are you doing?
I was doing three, and then there was a training that recommended only doing two and switching it up to not doing three exact like of this like all business related, like do a controversial one to get like engagement. I've been doing
Okay,
that for
so
5
did I do that training?
months.
Okay, I've made $5 million with this strategy and you're not following it.
It was
That's uncoachable. You see what I'm saying? You guys like when you guys want me to help you, but then you're not following the coaching. I can't help you if you don't follow coaching. That is so farthest from the truth. You only have 900 followers. You should probably doing closer to 3 to 6 pieces of content today. Three the minimum. Now, if you can create one video and get 3 to 4 thousand views, maybe not. But that is the crazy. I don't even know who told you that, but that is so far off from the truth, and that's why you're not getting any views. So let me help you understand this. And this is with reels. This is with stories. This is with social media. So what happens, you guys, if you create a piece of content, okay? And somebody engages in it. Maybe they watch a little bit of it, or maybe they like it, or maybe they comment on it. What happens is the next 2 to 3 days, that person is going to see your stuff in their newsfeed. So if you're only creating one video a day, you've lost them. No, you get no engagement. It takes the average person like 7 to 10 exposures. Okay. I don't know why we're getting here. I'm trying to see where that feedback is coming from. The average person needs 7 to 10 exposures. So if you are not showing up every day for content, you're losing people. 3 minimal. Actually, if you talk to anybody making a lot of money, they're creating anywhere from 20 to 70 pieces of content a day. 3 is the minimal that you can do. So I don't know who gave you that advice, unless it's somebody running ads, which don't ever run ads. You don't need to run ads right now. I still to this day have never ran an ad. So my best advice is go back to the 3 a day, right? One thing I have learned is I gap them. So what I will do is I will literally create all 3 of my videos in the morning, but I'll only post one. And then a few hours later, I'll post another one. And then maybe a little bit later, post another one. I still have all my videos posted before noon because I don't even know where my phone is in the afternoon. I don't get on my phone. I don't get on social media. I do everything in the morning because I like to be done by noon with my income earning activities. So that's what I'd recommend, going back to 3. And are you following the videos in the 90-day videos? Okay. Follow that and work on those strategies. Okay. Follow the coaching though, you guys. It works if you follow coaching. That was her background noise. You guys, they're like, please mute. It was her. I couldn't mute her. She's a mama and she was multitasking, and I love that. So I receive it well, because that's where my heart is, that mamas are home with their kids. So it doesn't bother me. You guys don't worry about things that are out of your control. Okay. Okay. Willow.
Hi, I am getting engagement, but not leads. So what do I need to work on?
Okay, I'm getting engagement, but not leads. Okay, so are they watching your whole entire video? Are they asking for more information?
Mhm.
Okay, they are asking for more information. Are you doing 3 videos a day at least?
Trying to, but I am.
Okay. So again, you're running in the same problems, because here it is. So let's say somebody actually, so I want to put you in this mindset real quick. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. My phone's over. Okay. So I want you to think about something. Somebody is just scrolling on social media, right? They're just scrolling. And then, oh, there's Daryl. They see your video. Okay. And they listen, and yeah, I'll check out more information. And then they have to get off their phone. And then tomorrow, when they get back on, they probably scrolled to 300 people. They totally forgot about you. A lot of people don't even check their notifications. But if you were
Okay.
posting 3 pieces of content a day, guess what? They're going to see you at least 3 times. And they're
Okay.
going to be like, why does she look familiar? Then they
Um,
see another one of your videos and they're like, man, why does she look familiar? Then they see your 3rd video and they're like, oh, I remember. And then they go to your profile.
okay. Thanks.
Does that make
I'll
sense?
take care of that. Yes, that does
Yeah.
make sense.
Woohoo! Love it. Tasha. Tasha's in the house. How are you?
Hey, Michelle, I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Hey, y'all.
I'm fantastic. Yeah.
Great, 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 great. So, with the content, right? And I'm loving these 90-day videos. Oh my God, they're like awesome sauce. And so, I created like, I think I have like 21 plus videos you were telling us to get these little scripts. Now, when you give us the next one and the next one, should I just start taking those and like combining it together into one piece of content, or still keep them separately?
I mean, I would try both. See what your audience likes. Mm-hmm.
So, that one simple.
Yeah, that's what I do. Test, test, test. You'll find what your audience likes. So, yep.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys are loving it. Yes. Love it. Awesome. Okay, Jason.
Yes. So since January, I switched over to faceless because of some issues with my work and stuff. And so I get some comments. Of course, I'm trying to work up to what you said. You said do like 2 reels, 2 TikTok, etc. So I'm just trying to get my brain around creating content on faceless. I usually just have a video, the words. I'm just trying to get clear on how to create content on with faceless.
Okay, so faceless actually takes longer, to be honest with you, because you got to have a really good strategy, because people aren't seeing your face to pull in the emotion.
Right.
So when you do faceless, so you have to think about the music has to match the tone you want people to have with that video. So if you're talking about, like, use an example, no time, no income, living paycheck to paycheck, the music would be more mellow, more like you want to pull the emotion in with the music, because the music pulls emotion in, right? So that's huge. If you're trying to be like talking about the vision, the future, then you want more upbeat music that they read the words on the screen and go, let's go, right? You want to pull that in. Another way to do it, so those are the two main things, think about those, or use trending. Use sounds that are trending. But then you have to be really, really, really good at the words on the screen that would stop the scroll. And so what I would do if I was you, I would put into ChatGPT. Literally, I would put it in ChatGPT that you are doing a Faces account, share why you're doing that account, and have them help you. So here's what I tell people that do a Faces account. To be successful with Faceless, you have to take people on a journey. And they have to know why you're doing faceless. You can't just post 3 videos a day that are faceless and expect them to work. They have to know why. So like your first video should be your introduction video, right? And have it be something that people are like, what's going on? So here's what I mean. And that sounds really weird. Maybe show a picture of like, do you have a briefcase for work or a backpack or anything?
No, I work at home, so I work remote. I mean, I work just at home, so I don't have to go anywhere to work.
So let me just give you an
Where I
example. So like, for example, you could
go.
show a video, like scroll down computer to your feet. And people are gonna be like, what's going on? Right? That is like that makes them be like, what is happening right now? And just say that you build you why are you doing the business? And that you
Right.
have to go faceless. You're building a faceless account because of your job. You're not allowed to be on social media. And I'm ready to take back my control. So
Right.
I'm going to show people how to do it building a faces account. That's connection. But
Right.
having something weird on the screen like that, you know what I mean? So don't have it be vanilla stuff. Have it be like the faceless pieces of content need to be like, why are they showing us this blank wall right now? You know, why are they showing us a bottle of water, right? It has to be stuff that would make people want to read the words on the screen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be the purple cow. Yeah,
And
I live in Kansas and I could drive down the road right now and there's cows, right? I wouldn't notice them. But if today I drove down that road that there's cows and I saw a purple one, I'm stopping. And so if you're going to do faceless, it can't just be the same old blah, blah, boring faceless that people do. You got to be that purple cow. What can you have? What type of action in the background can you have that would get people to be like, why am I looking at this? And then they read the words.
I'll probably not use stock videos and stuff like that. It's probably not a good idea for some of the websites
If you want to blend in with everybody else that's doing it, yeah.
that you got to use your own videos or something.
Just you have to be creative. If
Gotcha.
not, that you're just going to blend in with other people doing it. So many people are taking advantage of the stock stuff and it's not getting them any results because everybody else is doing it. You know, this is
Gotcha.
what
Okay.
this is what really sets us apart in business, right? We all have our own perfect customer. And so it's like, what are those things? Like, so for example, we have a gal, her name is Sandra. She's inside our community. And she is a pretty big administrator at a hospital. She cannot talk. Like, she can't even show her face. She can't even be on, she's not supposed to be on social media, which is so crazy to me. But she makes $250,000 a year. So she goes, I love my income, but I'm not fulfilled at my job. So she is building a faceless account. She is a mom dog. Is that right? Yeah. And so she is building a faceless account. And I literally, she literally do us a lot of my videos with her dogs. So if I'm like high energy in my videos, she'll have her dogs like fighting in the front yard or running around or jumping off the couch. If I'm like, she duets one of my videos, I'm more like mellow or soft. She'll have her dogs like eating or sleeping. And then so when she's not duetting one of my videos, it's just of her dogs. But she matches their energy with the words on the screen. So she uses her dogs. That's how she stands out and she's going after pet lovers. So think about that for you. What is one thing that you know would stop the scroll of your perfect customer?
Not my wife's cats, because they're boring. Just sitting there like a puppy. No, we don't have a dog, but yeah, cats. And so I don't cat.
But are you going after people that like cats though?
No, I'm not. I'm looking for I'm midlifers, teenagers that want to have time, money, freedom. You know, they're working too many hours, or they're not able to go on vacation. Maybe not spend that time with their teenagers. That's my focus.
Okay, so there you go. So then that's what I would do, right? You know, there's things around your house that that if like a mess in the teenager's room, right? Like I would take a
Yeah.
little video of that. Like moms and dads will relay, like, oh yeah, they have a teenager in the house, right? You know, we all have, there's all these patterns in our house that show we have a teenager. So those could be some of the B-roll that you use for your faceless. Just get creative like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's good. All right.
Yep. That's what I do.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Uh-huh. There is also, Jason, if you want to email me, there, because I'm going to send it to another gal as well. There's two people that are just killing it on Instagram with faceless. I just need to find their accounts. So I thought I'm sure they're in some of my saved videos. So if you want me to send you those, just so, I mean, I'm talking they're making 100,000 a month in faceless, but they took people on a journey, right? People understand why they're doing it. So if you want me to send that to you, I will. Okay, awesome. All right, Philip, how are you?
Hi, Michelle. I'm doing well, thanks. Michelle, I'd love to know how I can connect more with my audience. I've been in a while and I'd really love to know that.
Okay, so okay, what are the three main pieces of content that you share?
Most mostly about, working in a job that you don't like. You want to get out of that. You want to spend more time with your family. You want to do the things that you want to do. So it's basically 90% of the time, it's just about, being in a job that you don't want to be in. You want to be working for yourself from home.
Okay, so what lesson do you teach them in that?
The lesson,
Mm-hmm.
well, the lesson is to take action, to go online and to find something that works if they work it.
Okay, and who are you for them to listen to? Are they going to be like, and who are you? Why should I listen to you? Would they ask that question during a video?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Okay, so what I'm doing, let me share with you, Philip, what I do, okay? And you might want to write this down. So when I'm going back and looking at my content, I look at it as third party. Okay. And so these are the things that are going through my mind. And I used to have it wrote down on an index card because I would ask me these questions when I was watching my content. Okay. Because you gotta understand something. Our brain is to protect us. So our brain is going to tell us it's good. It's good. Or here's what one thing that cracks me up. People like, everyone says my content is good. Like that is you trying to convince yourself that it's good, right? I'm exact opposite. I'm like, oh, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm fixing it because I know I'm not perfect. I would actually rate my content as a C. I have a lot of work, but that excites me because in a year from now, I'm going to look back at this content and be like, ooh, look how I've grown. And so this is what I do when I go back and look at my content, Philip. This is what I ask myself: Am I engaged in this, or am I ready to scroll? Has this piece of content already lost me? Or I ask myself, do I trust her? Do I really want to listen to her? I mean, or am I wanting to say like, who are you? Why should I listen to you?
Yeah.
And then I ask myself, so does this even make sense to what's going on in my life? So those are some of the key questions I ask myself when I'm watching my content. I'm asking these questions. And I'm like, is there some so what's that can be removed from that? That's how I get my videos better, by asking those questions. Right? Because sometimes we go out there and we like tell people how their life should be, but then they're like, well, who are you to listen? So I take care of that at the very beginning. Back
Right.
in September of 2022, I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. I just wanted more time with my family and I wanted more money to make more memories. And I was feeling miserably at that. Okay. Now, I get a lot of trigger words for my perfect customer, what I just said. But now I have to switch because I know right now, after what I said, they're thinking in their mind, well, who are you? Why should I listen to you? So my next part is, and then I discovered this blueprint, and I have to share it with you. That blueprint was a breath of fresh air because it said 1 minute take action, 3 minutes take action. You guys, it taught me how to automate my business. It taught me how to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. It taught me how to make 100% profit. I literally went from being stressed and overwhelmed to learning the skills to attract a daily paying customer. Of course, they're going to listen to that if that's what they want. So do you see the steps I take them on? And that was based on me asking myself those questions. So if you go ask yourself those questions and watch your content, what do you think you would get out of it?
Uh, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know. Um, yeah, obviously, it goes without saying you're the expert, of course, but I do look at these and I'm asking these questions and I'm still working at it, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
why.
So
I'm
first of all,
not.
I got to go back to your limiting belief. You go, you're the expert, of course, but I started just like you. I had no customers. And then I
Yeah.
got one, then I got two. I got those customers because I said to people, because I did, I said exactly, it's teaching me how to attract customers. Like, I'm excited. I finally see a difference. I'm done having to trade time for dollars. I'm done having to try to watch more YouTube videos. I don't have to do that anymore. I finally can get all my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day, then go be with my family. It's the best thing I ever discovered. How many times have you gave people like shared why you love the blueprint? Like how many pieces of content have you done that?
Yeah, probably probably most of the videos because I'm talking about I'm talking about the benefits of the blueprint and how you
Okay,
don't have
so
to,
time out right there. There's the problem. So you're okay. Okay, let me tell you why. Okay. And I know what you're trying to do, but that's why it doesn't work. Now, if you're doing YouTube and doing a longer form video, it works. So basically, Philip, what you're doing is you're talking about the airplane, not the destination. People don't
yeah.
care about they don't care about all the work. They don't care about the benefits. They care about the destination. I just got back from Puerto Rico. I had no idea what airplane I was going to be on, but I scheduled the trip because of the destination, right? That's why when I explain it, this is what I do. Because I discovered this blueprint and it was like 5 minutes, take action, 8 minutes, take action. And it taught me how to automate my business. You know what automations means? That means I never have to bother a friend and family to buy. It taught me how to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. So that way I had 22 hours in my day to do the things that I love and more time with my family. It taught me how to make 100% profit. So I didn't have to share my profits with anyone. So do you see how I just talk about it, but then I paint the picture so they can
Yeah.
see what they get? Does that make
I,
sense?
I, yeah, I reckon that I'm doing that. I don't spend a lot of time on the benefits. I'm conscious of land the plane. I do get that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do get that, and I'm not saying that I'm doing everything right because obviously I'm not. But I'm just seeking to know and how to get it to work. That's all.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back because I used to track this. So I launched my business in September of 2022. October of 2022, I did 3 videos a day, which is 93 videos. Only 2 did good. But guess what? That's the only 2 I focused on. So I want you to go to your content and just look at the ones that did good. Okay.
And
And
you just should I just judge the ones that do good by those that are asking, putting ready in the comments?
the ones that get the most engagement. I don't care, I don't care about views, right? I mean, I honestly don't. I would rather have you get a video that's got 100 views and 5 people ask for more information than 1,000 views and nobody asked.
Yeah,
That,
but
that
you're
Because you know what I'm
But when
saying?
you
Because that just means it got pushed in the For You page and more people viewed it. I want the engagement.
sure, but the
Mhm.
engagement is those that say already. It's not the people in the community that's
Right.
engaging.
Anybody that likes it, or if saves are huge. If you got people saving your video, oh, Philip, you're doing something really good, right? But yeah, people that are asking are you doing a CTA in every one of your videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the people that are responding to those CTAs. Hmm.
Okay.
And are you doing 3 videos a day?
Yeah. Six
Yeah.
days a week.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. And so, yeah, I go like on average, how long are your videos?
On average, about a minute and 10 seconds. On average.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And like how many leads are you getting a day now?
I'm not getting. I've probably got about. Well, I've about 460 leads, but most of them are from a program before that I transferred. So leads in this funnel, probably I've got about, I'm guessing about 25. So I'm not really getting leads at all.
And 25 and how long of a time?
Well, in 8 months,
Okay. How many months? I'm sorry.
8 months from the 13th of June.
Okay. Yeah, something's off. We got to fix that. So what I would think about is, are you putting okay, so do you have a hook on your video?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm conscious of the hook, ask a question in the hook and, do a hook about the pain. Yeah.
And are you have a description? So when somebody goes to your profile, do you have a description on each of your videos as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And are you starting your video immediately or is there a little bit of a gap?
No, I'm starting it immediately.
Okay. And are you doing a little description and some hashtags?
Yes.
Okay. So do you
I've
change?
changed the hashtags up and stuff, but you listen to the training. I mean, most people say in the training, the connection, that the storytelling is the majority of it. Yes, the hashtags helps, of course, but the main thing is the stories, connecting with people through your stories.
Well, here's the reason why hashtags do make a difference, because I've tested it. And so if you use hashtags, it's going to help you show up in the search, and that's what you want. So example, Mary Ann, she had a video a year ago at Christmas just go viral. I'm talking million of views. That's what hit her to 6 figures so quickly. And because she used the exact same hashtags, she dominated those hashtags. So if anybody typed in those hashtags, it was Marianne everywhere. That's why it was like money, 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 money every day for Marianne. Had nothing to do with storytelling, had nothing to do with the quality of video. It had to do with she started her videos like this. If you want to work until the day you die, if you don't want to work until the day you die. So she poked people to stop their scroll, like, who is this lady, yelling at me like this? But because that video went viral, because of those hashtags, she dominated those hashtags. And that's your goal. That's why, me personally, I still use about 3 of the exact same hashtags I've been using for 2 years because I just want to dominate those hashtags. And then sometimes I'll mix it up, but I'm pretty much the same 5 to 7 hashtags every single day. And so when I was newer, right, what I would do is I would do like the same hashtags for like 7 to 10 days. And if my videos kind of plateaued a little bit, I might switch up a few of those hashtags. So hashtags are super important to help you rank and to help you show up in the SEO. So I would make sure you're using hashtags. And do you use captions?
Yes, I use captions. And
Yeah, those.
with the hashtags, yes, I've used as many as 12, but I've done your policy of 6, 4, 4 and 2. So I've done all that with the hashtags and swapped them up and stuff. And then I just,
Okay, I would try to find 4 to 6 that you really, really like, and don't have them all be millions because that's hard to show up in a huge hashtag like that. Like I like around the 100,000 to 500,000 range. Sometimes they're even a little bit smaller. So find a few hashtags that your perfect customers would hang out in, right? And so that's something else I do. Now, what I do is what I did is when I decided to use a hashtag, I would go to that hashtag and I would see what are the most popular videos in that hashtag. And I would try to figure out why. Is it the music? Is it something that is familiar with my audience? And then I try to get that same type of theme, because if it's getting a lot of views and if it's my perfect customer, I want to fit into that equation as well. So that's something I used to do at the very beginning. And the creator insights, have you ever used that before?
No, I'm not too sure about creator insights.
Okay, so let me show you. If you go to, okay, if you go to TikTok, is that
Yeah.
where you market? I guess I should ask you that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And if you go into creator insight search is what it, okay. So it will look like this when you go there. Just creator search insights. Sorry, geez. It has this little, like it looks like a little light bulb over there. And so you can click on that and you can go in there. I used to do this all the time. And
Sorry,
like
could you
if
show,
my,
because I wasn't
just type
seeing
in
the name.
creator search insights.
Creator
Yeah, if you
search.
just type that in.
All
And so
right.
what I used to do is like when my videos would get hung at like 1,000 to 2,000 views, I would go in and do one video a day of the creator search insights. So for example, I just went there and it like passive income ideas is one of the top videos. Earning money online is top. Passive income ideas is a pretty big one. Side hustles, skills to learn to make money. You guys, this is what people are searching. So why wouldn't you say that in your video, or why wouldn't you have that as one of your videos, your video topics? The life I want. Ooh, that's so good. I think I'm going to do that one. How to make money online for beginners. That's another good one. Make money on TikTok. I mean, you guys, there's tons of them. So I would use at least one of them a day. So here's what I did. That would be my hook. That was literally like, it's like, let's say you use the one passive income ideas. That's the hook I have on the video. And that's the first thing I say. Okay, you ready for some passive income ideas? In this video, I'm going to share with you what they are. And then I'm going to give some ideas. And then I'm going to say passive income ideas again. And then I'm going to do my CTA. And then I'm going to make sure in my description I have passive income ideas. So I've said it at least twice in the video. It's the hook and it's in my description and it's my hashtag. Because if people are searching that and it's showing up in creator search insights, it's going to get some type of movement. So I would try that with some of your videos, right? If you feel that you are great at video and you answer all those questions and you don't do any of that, I would try that. And I like taking some that, like the one that said, the life I want. Like that's one of them, right? The life I want, like, okay, that's good.
Okay.
The life I want, and because of digital marketing, I'm going to get it. Right? But then my description would be the life I want. My hook would be it. I would say it twice in the video. So you might try some of that. Like that's why that tool is there to help people. So like here it says, oh gosh, where did that go? Okay, so like, and this even tells you your performance as well. Okay, if you go up to here, if you go to the creator search insights, it's telling me, like it says, you get more search views than 99.5% of the other creators. Keep posting to boost your search performance, because I use them. I use the creator search insights. So it's telling me based off of and it shows me the videos that get the best views.
Yeah.
It's right there. Oops, it shows me. It's all right there. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It just looks like a light bulb.
Yeah.
And just go, but I gotta just type it in and find it. So it's huge. I would type it in. It says suggest, okay, so then you have suggested, and it also has trending. It tells you what's trending. Now, trending is going to be every category, right? So you might have to scroll a lot to find some in the business. So that's why I just go to suggested, because trust me, TikTok, the only goal TikTok has is to keep you on the platform. Right? And so they're not going to suggest you to create videos off of this topic if they didn't know it would keep people on the platform. So they
Sure.
really do a lot of our work for us. So yeah,
Right, Michelle, thanks very much. I'll try that.
yeah, try
Peter,
it.
yep. Thank
Okay,
you.
awesome. Very good. All right, Jennifer.
Hello. Oh my goodness, I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous.
Ah, you got this.
Um,
I don't bite too hard.
I I have been in this business for 6 months, and this 90-day has like literally changed.
Aw.
Um, my question is when you look at your profile and you see your videos, what are some of the things you need to put on your video so that people, when they're scrolling or they want to see what you're about, what is the wording, or how do you put what's in your video to catch their eye? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like the
so
caption.
you
Oh,
you
I'm
you
sorry.
mean and I have a question real quick before I answer that. What has been your biggest takeaway with this 90-day run? Because I can tell it's pretty impactful to you. I'm curious because this helps me
Yeah.
serve you better. Mhm.
I'm sorry. I thought I was delivering content that was needful, and when I realized it's a lot of fluff, and being able to take out that fluff, I'm actually starting to get people that are interacting, and the way you have explained it has like connected so many light bulb moments for me.
Aw. Thank you for
I'm
sharing that, my
actually
friend.
so excited about this. I mean, I've done it before, but it's not connected until now. Either that, I just wasn't ready for it. I don't know. Um, but I'm now getting people actually in my asking questions or saying good job. I need to get them to watch. I am getting a few people to watch all the way through, but not enough. And I'm not getting anybody to put in their getting into the final part. So
Okay.
I'm getting about 75%. I just need to get down to 100.
Awesome. I love it. So let me ask you this question. Let me make sure you're doing this first of all. Let me go. And are you talking TikTok, by the way? Or are you talking
Yeah.
different? Okay. So when I go to your TikTok account, do you use descriptions on each of the videos? Like you can see how I have
Yeah,
like a,
that
okay, cool.
yeah, that's
You
what
do
I'm
that?
asking, is
Okay.
because I
Okay.
feel like that is not looking like it should. I
Okay.
was
No, good.
looking at it the other day, and it made me cringe.
No, that's good, right? Everything is thank so much. So what I do when I look at the descriptions, okay, here, let me just pull it up because I'm a visual person. Let me just kind of help you with that. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Oh, let me share my screen. Okay, so I want you, this is kind of the journey or what I think I visualize with my customers, right? So they're busy on TikTok and they discover one of my videos. And so, of course, they're curious, so they log in or they go to my profile, right? And I'm thinking they're like scrolling really quick and they're looking. So I want to make sure what they see. Okay, you guys, I want you to look at your profile as your storefront. Like you go downtown to your store and there's stores on both sides of the road, right? You never walk in unless you look in the window first. That's why they have big windows, right? Can you imagine going to a mall and you couldn't even look in, right? Nobody would go in. And so I think about that as my content is this is the windows. And so people will look in, right? So the words on the screen have to make them want to click on and go in. So what are some of the things that you can say? Right? Like this guy I responded to is very interesting question. And so I go, here's why I'd buckle up. People are like, what do you mean buckle up? Because inside the video, I'm like, buckle up, buttercup, digital mart, anyway. So people are like, what does she mean by buckle up? The curiosity makes them want to click. Does that make sense? So
Okay.
that, and then other thing, how I paid cash for my dream house, right? It's just the things that would stop the scroll, like how to break free from financial stress in 2025, how it all started. 10 seconds, I can show you right there, this one right here. 10 seconds, I can show you that there is enough time to launch your own online business, right? So it's really, I call it juicy. I want these descriptions on there to be so juicy that people want to click.
Okay.
But there,
Can
but
we, ChatGPT, would that be something that I could ask that and say, how would you word
yeah,
this?
just make sure that if you want ChatGPT to tell you that, just let ChatGPT know what type of video you created, and then just say, I need a short hook.
Okay.
And yeah, definitely, absolutely. I do that a lot. Have ChatGPT help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for receiving the coaching. I'm proud of you because I can just give it, but you have to take it, and you're taking it, and I love it. So
Oh, I'm gonna do this. I am gonna be one of your millionaires.
love that. Oh, I wish I could hug you. You're so sweet. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Because of you is why I show up, you guys. This is why my heart smiles, because of amazing people like you, Jennifer. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Debbie, you have a question?
Hello!
Hello,
I'm
how are
so
you?
excited. Okay, I've only been in 3 weeks, so I know that's a backstory, but I never knew TikTok. Today's the first day I learned about hashtags because I had no clue. I learned so many things and having so much fun. I am posting, I am getting what I would call, I'm not getting leads yet, but engagement. To me, engagement is not, hello, how are you, darling? You look so cute today, blah, blah, blah. I started communicating with those people at the beginning, and I got marriage proposals. I'm like, where do you live? I'll come pick you up and we can go out. No, I don't want any of that. So those people, I immediately started block, block, block. That's not what I'm looking for. I want people to put in there time. Let me save you time. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's my question is the engagement is not the hellos at all, right?
Right.
Do I just kind of like ignore them and leave them alone?
Okay, great question. First of all, I love your energy.
Oh, thank you.
If you create content like this, you're gonna crush it, my friend. Because
I'm getting lots of views, but
yes,
so far nobody's asking me any questions yet. But I'm new, so I'm
yes.
okay with
Well, I'm
that.
going to help you because right now, I mean, you're getting views, so let's train your algorithms. Okay. So one of the first things I would recommend, if you got the marriage proposals and all that, hey, how are you? Block them.
Immediately.
Yes. And here's why you want to block them, not because they bother you, but you're blocking them because you want to train the algorithms
Yes.
that you don't want people like that to seeing your stuff, because it works quickly. And so just start blocking them, and then all of a sudden you'll see a change. I now in my content, I spend more time every day blocking people than I do engaging. Because I'm still just trying to train my algorithms because I like them right here. And I can tell when I don't do that, they get a little bit wider and they bring in some of the cray crays, right? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, just block them and you'll train the algorithms. And one of the things that I did is I said the same thing over and over again, almost literally every day, maybe different background, different type of energy, different outfit, because I'm training the algorithms who to push my stuff to.
Yes. I am
And
doing
so,
that. I am
cool,
doing that,
good.
and I'm posting at least 4 a day. And
Woohoo! Good
I
for
know I've learned how to, put it in there as a draft. And then, like, first thing in the morning, I click on it right away, like, open it, post it right now before I
good for
even
you.
get out of bed, because that's when I'm scrolling. So
Yep.
that's when my other caregivers are scrolling, is before they get out of bed and start their day. Anyway, so I'm doing all the things that you're saying, and I love you. I love your energy. I love your information. Thank you. God bless you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I got to point something out to you, Debbie, that you said, because what you said was so profound and powerful. And I want everybody else to understand what you just said. You said, I post in the morning because I know other caregivers do too. And that is so powerful because you're exactly right. If you create a pattern at posting the same time every day, the people that are online the same time every day will see your stuff more often.
Yes.
So good for you for recognizing that. Yay. So proud of you. Love your energy. Oh, Vindy, I'll tell you what, we just attract the most amazing people. Love it. So glad you're here. All right, Julie.
Hi, thank you so much. I just love everything and like everybody else. And I even made a video and I was talking about you and I cried through the whole thing, so I didn't post it.
Aw.
I was like, you made it so amazing. Anyhow, it's funny because I love the Jen Stillion and I love Laura St. John because they really have helped me get unstuck.
Mhm.
I have to tell you, I can feel that energy returning and the old me reviving.
Mm.
And I'm so grateful for you. Thank you.
Aw, well, thank
Oh, they'll
you.
make me all cry now. Stop it. Stop it. Not you, me. I love the fact that someone already asked you about the formatting about the storefront because that was the one question. There was two questions though. What to talk about on my live TikToks. When I'm going live, I don't know what to talk about because I'm still introducing myself. So I'm baking
Okay.
and I'm just reading scripture or I'm baking. I don't know what else to. And sometimes we'll get on and I'll have other people that are, oh, you're reading scripture. And then we just start fellowshipping and things like that. And that's all great because my first customer was one of the people in my my
Oh,
Bible
I love
groups.
that.
I right. I love that too. I'm just wondering, are we supposed to be setting up like personalities as being professional and dressing the part? I mean, I'm clean, my hair's clean, I'm relatively, I'm making my own homemade herbal pills or I'm baking my own stuff. And I don't know what exactly am I supposed to be doing during this time period on my live?
Okay, good. I'm gonna actually grab my whiteboard. Hope you can see this because I want to cover this with you. I did do a training though that is inside the community, and I did it over framework, over the TikTok framework, and that's exactly the framework I followed. So you might go back and listen to it because it's pretty in depth, and I help you get engagement. But I just want to leave you with something today that's huge. And so first of all, how you show up on TikTok is just be you.
Okay.
Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to dress a way that you wouldn't dress. Just be you. Because then you are going to show up with a level of confidence that you wouldn't if you were trying to be somebody else. One of the best tips I can give everybody on here is this. And this is, you guys, when I first launched my business on TikTok, I was terrified. I thought I was too old for TikTok. I literally thought TikTok was a dancing platform. So I had some hurdles to get over to go on TikTok. And it was brutal at first with the inappropriate comments and stuff. So what I started doing is I started following some people that were having success in digital marketing, and I got in my head. I thought I had to be like them. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't authentic anymore because I tried to say words that they were saying that I would not even say. And so I literally blocked the noise. I stopped listening to anybody else, and I started paying attention to what my customer needed to hear.
Okay.
And I showed up every day for them, not because somebody else was having success. Because the only reason why that person over there was having success is because they knew their message to their market. So what I did is I created Freedom Friday, and every Friday I would ask questions. I would literally, my first video in the morning I would create, and I would literally just say, hey, it's Freedom Friday. You're free to ask me anything. You ask me a question, I'm going to reply back to that question with a video. Hey guys, it was crickets. Nobody responded, but I did it every week. I showed up and said it every week. Then all of a sudden people started responding. Then I started replying back to their questions with a video. But oh my goodness, their questions they asked me told me what they needed to hear more of. That's what blew my business up. But when I started to go live, this is what I did. Yes, it's in the Legacy Builder training. It's the TikTok framework. Yep. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're so awesome. So can you guys see this? Okay, so I want you to think about the journey people go on, okay? And you can even think about your journey, right? Can you guys see this okay? Give me a thumbs up.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So we all start here. We're like, we're lacking something in our life, right? We're sad. We're lacking something. I mean, that's why every single one of you took your credit card out and bought. There was something that you were lacking that you wanted to invest in you so you could get that, right? So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So why 6? Okay, because there's 7 days of the week. So if you can do this for each day, so what I would do is, Julie, I had a topic every day that I would cover on my lives. And
Awesome.
here's what else made it even easier, right? Because I want to get people happy. I want to get people over here. So here's what else even made it easier. That topic that I covered during my live is also the topic I covered on my content. So I knew, okay, here it is. Here's the problem. Okay, what's the solution? Put the solution down here. So what are the 6 things? Because why only 6? Because day 7 was a Q&A. Based off of those questions is what, and then I would go live on Friday and I'd be like, okay, it's Freedom Friday. You're free to ask me anything.
Awesome.
And so that's kind of the habit that I had got into when I first started going live. So the problem number 1 for my customer is time. Okay. Problem number 2 is money. Problem number 3 is bothering friends. Oh my goodness, BROTH, bothering friends and family. Okay. They didn't want to bother friends and family to make money. Next one is no tech. Okay. Right. So do you see what I started? What are the problem? The problem is they don't have enough time. They don't have enough money to make enough memories. They don't want to bother friends and family to make them money. They're
Right.
lacking in tech. Right. They didn't want to make a small percent. Right. Me, I was sick and tired of network marketing making about 25%, right? So they didn't want to make a small percent. So you write all this down, and then what's the solution? Time. Okay. Automations. Okay. Okay. Automations, because the automations work for you 24/7. So you don't got to be working 24/7. Money. Low investment. Every single one of us on this line has a TV in our house or TVs in our house that cost more than this costume does, right? And that's how I justified it.
Yes.
I actually, if you guys know, I started with a $300 product and I knew in 7 days, my daughter's braces and my son and my daughter's braces were coming due. So I said, well, I'm going to invest and not pay the braces. And I had a goal of getting my first customer in 30 days because I didn't want to call the orthodontist and tell them I couldn't make the payment.
Yeah.
So it's not, I didn't have the money, but I knew if I didn't make the investment, my life wouldn't change. And so every day I was like, I don't want to call the orthodontist. I don't want to call the orthodontist. We'll make it long story short, because I took that investment, I was able, that was in September. In February, I was able to pay off both my son and my daughter's the whole bill. It was like 11,000 I still owed.
Wow.
All because, and so I love the low investment. People will find the money if they believe in something enough, right? And
Yes.
so no friends and family. I love the fact that we can use social media and again, automations, right? No tech, done for you, right? Done for you, small percent, make 100% profit. So what I mean, so that's what I did. So what I started doing is I would go live. And so this would be the 2-hour workday, right? Because of automations, we have a 2-hour workday. This would be the low investment. You guys, do you realize it costs millions of dollars to launch a franchise? You can literally, for cheaper than the TV on your wall, launch your own online business. And this is what you get. And I shared the benefits. No bothering friends and family. Never had to hear the word no.
Right.
Right? No tech. Talk about the done for you system.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And then make a small percent, how to make 100%. And I would break down the difference. So I literally had a different topic. So guess what I did? I took this and then I put each one on an index card.
Ooh.
Now, I didn't have ChatGPT back then. So what I would do, if you guys, I would do this and then I would plug it into ChatGPT. And I would literally say to ChatGPT, I'm going to do a 30-minute live based on how people don't got to trade time for dollars anymore. They have a fully automated business that's working for them 24/7, creating passive income. Can you give me 6 bullet points I can cover during that live?
Awesome.
And then I would put each of those on an index card. Now, here's what I did. So I had all these index cards. I'm trying to remember what my other one was. It's so wild. My mind is like blank right now. Well, my other one was, if anybody remembers, because I've taught this before, tell me, because I really forgot what it was. But
I
anyway,
watched that video of yours too, and
I
I
know, it's
forgot
like,
also. I
what
was
was
like,
it?
oh
And
no.
so anyway, I put each of them on an index card. And so what I would do is I would literally start with that index card. So if I went through that, I wasn't getting engagement, I just would pull up the next index card. And this is what I would do. Okay. How I pivoted. So like, let's say I'm talking about the passive income, and then all of a sudden I'm not really getting any engagement. It's been 15 minutes. I'm pretty much covered every topic on that card. Then what I do next is I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm going to share something with you. How many of you have a TV on your wall?
Right.
Okay. Put you have a TV on your wall if you have a TV on your wall. That's how I get engagement during my lives. Okay. You guys realize you can invest in learning how to make 100% profit with an online business cheaper than the TV on your wall. And so I pivoted to the next card, and I pulled out the next card, and I would do that. So even though every day I had a goal of staying on one topic, sometimes I would have to go to several different topics. That way I never rambled. I never ran out of things to say.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you're right, Kim. It was rejection free. I think Kim is right.
Oh, rejection free.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, hearing the word no, like, yeah, it was rejection. Like the no, I didn't want to hear the word no. You guys, I literally, when I did network marketing, if you guys have ever done network marketing, you're gonna crack up.
Yes.
I literally would go for no. Have you guys ever read that book, Go for No? I can't tell you how many times I read that, and I would literally tell my family I will be out there after I hear 10 no's. I built a business off of rejection, off of having to hear the word no to be with my family. So
Ouch.
wild. I think how crazy that is now, right? Because now I've never heard the word no. And so, yeah, oh my goodness. And I remember one time, you guys, I mean, people were telling me yes. And I just wanted to be out there with my family, and my grandkids were there. And I finally would just, because I had to live in DMs, by the way. That's how I built my network marketing. And I literally just said to some, I just started messaging people and be like, listen, just, I know you're not interested. Could you just tell me no? See, that's how crazy I am with my goals, by the way, you guys. Like most people be like, well, I've been in here for 4 hours. It's fine. I've heard 3 no's. It's fine. No. I did not leave my office until I got 10 no's a day. I'm like, I think about how exhausting that is now. Like, I cannot believe I did that. So crazy. So anyway, does that help you?
It's wonderful. It's a starting point to grow from, because having that focus, and I'm thinking, gee, I wasn't even too sure on, okay, gotta go now, because some of, like Alana Sykes, she was my I bought in with her, and I love her.
Yeah.
And she is so well versed on everything, and she's had one hurdle to jump over one after the other when they have taken over her accounts or
Oh
have her
yeah,
canceled out.
absolutely.
The cancel, was it called cancel culture, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. So she keeps rebounding,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very good at it.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brenda.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My first time one of these two are at least responding to you. That was
Yay.
great. That was a great model. Wow, that just kind of like puts a lot into perspective for me.
Woohoo. That's the goal
Yeah,
today.
because I was watching a video just yesterday about you. You used sort of the same um, framework, but
Mhm.
I just didn't catch all that. So that was great.
Mhm.
And I just opened up my TikTok account. I think I have 549 views, which is to me, wow. So, but I'm
Good
just
for you.
wondering how, like, I haven't started making videos yet. I actually put up a video on there from previous thing.
Okay.
And I got 549 views. So, or 2 followers and
Awesome. awesome. Good for
Yeah.
you.
So I
Yeah.
want to start making videos, but I'm just wondering how long they should be, like in the beginning, like.
Okay. So, first of all, what I would recommend you doing is going back to the launch to profit and following that strategy to help you with your videos, right? And so, here's what I did when I first started because I wanted people to hear my CTA, right? Because I know who am I? Why would anybody listen to me? Like that's what I said every day. I'm like, who am I? Why would anybody listen to me? So I was like, I got to show up as the hope dealer. I hope today somebody sees a different perspective. I hope today. So I just showed up with pure heart with zero expectations because I was like, who am I? I'm like, I'm brand new to TikTok. Why would anybody listen to me? And so with that being said, I created like a 5-second video that was just words on the screen, but I was, there was a picture of me in the video, right? Because to pull in the emotion. And then I would create like a 45-second video. And then the other one was like a minute to a minute and a half. Now, but you got to remember back 2.5 years ago or 2 years, 5 months ago when I started on TikTok, they didn't have longer form videos like they do now. So doing a little bit longer is good, right? But I know when I used to do all my videos like a minute to a minute and a half, I realized most people were dropping off early. So I'm like, I'm going to give them what they want. So I would reduce one to 45 seconds. That's why
Oh, then that sounds,
that's why in this
that
90-day
sounds great to
run,
me. I thought I
I've
was
been
gonna have
sharing
to
with
do
you
half an
guys.
hour or more.
What?
I thought I was gonna have to do half an hour or more. It's like, oh no, you know.
Oh, no. TikTok doesn't even let you go over like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've been watching a lot of videos and listening to people and what they've
Yeah.
been
And can I
doing.
give
And
you a piece of advice? Like, I want you to stop watching videos and I want you to take action and then take action and then you'll know what you need to watch.
yes.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what I started doing yesterday. That's why I kindly said, okay, it's time to do this
For you.
video, this TikTok
Yeah.
thing. I actually was trying to find out how to open the account. I did open the account, and I'm not sure if I'm a business. I know you said something about opening it as a business, and it does say to me, it keeps saying to me, discover a business page and get started, but I don't know. So should I do that right away?
I mean, I did a business. I used to have a personal and I switched it over to business and it was the best thing I did. But I don't honestly know today because I've been a business for a while.
Okay,
But I
I'll look
mean,
into
you
that
guys,
some more
if
then.
any of you guys are new to TikTok, are you doing a business or professional? And what, I mean, I think business works better than personal because you can get away with more as business.
Yeah, but they want you to have a registered business, which I
Now,
do, but some,
that's for TikTok shop. All you
that's not
do
now.
is how you switch it over. Like, do you have a personal one right now?
Yeah.
Okay, all you got to do is go inside your settings. You go inside your settings and you go to where it's so easy. Go to settings, go inside to where it says account and it says switch to business. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to set up the one where you can sell things and all that. It's
Oh,
just with
okay.
a
Okay.
switch in here. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, good question. All right. How do you say that? I want to say
Adept.
adept. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Michelle, my question is, would it hurt my credibility to share a pain point in my content that after we retired, we invested my husband's 401k and we lost $525,000 and they had scams going on?
Oh, bless your heart.
We're actually really okay with all that happening, but just didn't know if that would sound like, oh, don't want to listen to her about business.
Oh, I don't think so. Because to me, I look at it completely different, right? I'm like, wow, you're here. Most people that would get taken over like that in business wouldn't trust anybody, but you're here. And so you're helping people like no matter what you've been through, no matter what people have done to you, you still know that there's good people out there and you're still trying. That's how I took it.
Yes. And I'm grateful you're a good person. I love this. Thank you.
Aw, well, I'm glad you're here. Wow.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Sarah Grace.
Hey, Michelle, Sarah Grace. First time here. I'm in the 7-day launch, like lesson 6, lesson 7. of the Legacy Builder training. My question is, because I'm kind of gone off and on with my full-time job, but I'm about to quit. And I'm hearing so much about TikTok. And I guess my question is, where should I go to learn more about TikTok if I'm going to be on TikTok? That doesn't tell me that in the 7-day launch.
Okay, and what do you want to learn about TikTok?
How to do it?
And what do you mean by how to do it?
Okay, so if I'm understanding that most of these videos are being conducted or established on TikTok, it sounds to me that it would make sense if I knew how to work TikTok.
So I would go to the platform you are most comfortable with.
I'm not on any of them. I've been a college professor for 25 years.
Okay,
So I'm in brick and mortar.
okay, but which one do you think you would
TikTok.
be more comfortable with?
TikTok and probably Instagram.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, are you wanting like just step by step? I mean, there's some training in there, like how to create your TikTok account and things like that Jen has done that are really good. That's in your training.
But it's beyond. I assume it's past the 7-day launch to profit, is it not?
Yeah.
Right. So it's in a different order than where I'm at. So I'm trying to get out of the weeds because I've been in
Yeah.
the
Are
7-day
you already
launch
have TikTok installed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you're
I've
good
already
on
got an
it.
account. I've already
Okay.
posted 3 I've already posted 3 videos, but I don't know if they're the type of videos I'm supposed to be doing. Because what I got out of the 7-day launch was 1 story, 1 personal, or what is it? 1 business, 2 personal. So there's 3 videos a day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and I'm still in the process of setting all the technology in and up as far as like my funnel.
Yeah, there's a TikTok training in there. You might just, after you do the 7-day launch, you might just go to that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so in the 7-day launch, I'm just going on once a day and doing those 3 stories and sharing the vision, you know, what was in it for me, what's holding me back, blah, 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 all that. And just doing that 1 time a day, but 3 videos.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And so the way the program is set up, it's not set up like if it was set up for you to follow it step by step, it would be video 1, video 2, video 3. It's not set up like that, right? Because everybody enters the program at a different skill level. And so like to me is that's why I tell people like when you purchase a program, kind of just go through it. You just gotta kind of see what's in there. And
Okay.
so if you go through it, you'll see the TikTok training that is inside of there, right?
Okay.
And then we have a lot of people that will come on in our community that are making the 5 and 6 figures. Most of them all make 6 figures now that do the training. And they that's a social media module inside our community as well. You might check some of that out, but there is a really good TikTok training in there because that's how I built my business.
But you're talking, when you say community, you're talking school. You're not talking LB.
Right. But I'm saying inside your program, there is a TikTok training in there. I would just
inside the LB. Okay. So that's where I probably was getting lost too, between school versus LB. So people would say, oh, it's in the community. So I'd go to LB. I was like, I don't see it in LB.
Community is community, and then our program is our program.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. Thank you so much.
There's some verbiage. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Yolanda.
Okay, my question is about replying back to the comments, especially when somebody says ready, me, right? Why do a video to reply back to them also in text form? And do I send it to their DM?
Okay, all I do is I never do a reply back video. I only reply back a video to people that are asking me questions. Okay, so all I do is if somebody asks for me, like my always is ready, right? So if somebody replies ready, I just do that link emoji and I just put my website, which is dailypaidbusiness.com for more details. That's all I put. Less is more. And here's why less is more, because it's not a clickable link. So if you start putting, hey, thanks for stopping by, they're only going to read the first few words. So they're not going to know there's a link in it because it's not hyperlinked, it's not highlighted. So that's why I get their attention by that link emoji, and then I just put dailypaidbusiness.com for more details. Now, here's why I just do it that way, because Think about it. And you guys let me know in the chat if you've ever done this. So you see a video that's getting comments, what do? You guys go look at the comments, right? And so I want people like see my videos getting a bunch of views to go look at the comments, and they're going to see dailypaidbusiness.com, dailypaidbusiness.com, dailypaidbusiness.com. And I'm planting that seed. It's getting familiar. And then when something becomes familiar with people, they're going to gravitate towards it. So that's why I would do it that way, dailypaidbusiness.com, instead of if you do a voice record video, that it's not branding. Your goal is to really brand you. And so again, that's why I don't DM either. Because what happens is if you DM, they're going to DM you back, and you created a habit of DMing. And then people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to do what you do. How many DMs do you do a day? So I just literally stick it in the comments, and then I have it up in my profile, right? And so if you don't have a clickable link yet, I just literally put my domain in my profile.
Okay, I do have that. I see other people replying. I'm like, am I supposed to do that? So I started to do that, and I thought, I don't remember hearing that in the program. So I just wanted to reconfirm. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Maria? Oh, I still can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
Okay, probably it's the phone that doesn't work properly. It's lovely to see you. I have 3 questions.
Okay, one question. Everybody gets one question because I got a lot of people don't got a lot more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's more about how inside the content I can it's more because I can see that inside my content is more about me, the content more about the client. How
Okay, have
can
you
I
been watching
make
the
that
90-day videos? Have you been
See,
watching the 90-day
yeah,
videos? Okay, because
yeah,
that's what I covered the first like 7 days is how
yeah.
to make your story about them. So what I would do is
No,
if that didn't really process, I would just go watch it again. Like sometimes, you might have to watch it a few times to really comprehend. But I literally teach you like how to take your story and make it about them.
Okay. And what the struggle is also like really be make the full video without stopping, how there is a strategy that I could use, like because maybe I stop it and then I keep recording and then I kept going like, and
Okay.
I
So
feel it.
do you create your content in TikTok?
Yes.
Okay, so you can stop. Like you can take a pause, right? Like if you are recording a video and you need to pause to look at your notes, you can do that because when you go to edit inside of TikTok, you can cut that part out.
Yeah. It's just to be more natural because I can tell doesn't feel really natural. It doesn't flow like perfectly. Like I can tell that, yeah, I need to maybe
Yeah,
practice more.
you're just overthinking it. Don't
Yeah,
overthink it. Just go get out of your head and get in your heart and just go have fun. Just go have fun. Just go create content. Just imagine walking down the street with your perfect customer and just that you're having a conversation. That's it. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Love
you
you.
got this. You're just in your head, my friend. You got this. You got this. All right. Tanisha?
Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes. How are you?
Yay! How are you? I haven't seen you in so long, like on a live. I was thinking about you all day the other day because I went to Tony Robbins' Time to Rise Summit, his virtual thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, Michelle would love this. But okay, my question, okay, I think you already answered that you couldn't really talk about the business to personal account. I was kind of only touching on that because I've been getting a lot of engagement on like sounds and like my text on the video. But I can't use the trending ones because I have a business account. I didn't know if it was, I didn't know if switching would hurt my account. Do you know at all? Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
If You said you think it would hurt or no?
No, I've had
If
many
I
people
switched
switch
over?
back and forth. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because I thought somebody said that like if I were to switch to personal and I'm talking about business, it would like start flagging me or something. I think I've heard that in the community. No, you don't think it hurt? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
you
Probably.
need,
I don't. Yeah.
yeah, you might have to test that, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I was gonna skip that because somebody answered it already. But my issue right now is that my content is still it's not converting, but I've been getting better at doing my self audits on my page. I've been getting good engagement, but it's only really on videos where I'm not talking about the product. Like how do I think my main question is, if I can word it right, how do I figure out, or what's the best way to figure out what I'm not saying if nobody responds to my CTA, but I'm getting engagement on videos where I'm not talking. Like it's like the sounds and stuff. I'm
Okay,
kind
but
of
how
missing
long are
like
those
the
videos?
connection point. I've been like you said, I've been trying to like or like you told me to do. I've been trying to test it out. I've do my 1 minute videos. I've done 45 seconds. All the songs are
Yeah,
short.
but your videos that are getting
Yeah.
all the views, how long are those?
Uh, minute, minute 30 sometimes are like the good ones where I still get people just kind of
You're doing a
responding.
minute and 30 video without talking?
No. But with talking. With the
Oh,
ones that are
okay.
with the ones that are the sounds, it's like the short, maybe at most 30 seconds, but a lot of times shorter, way shorter than that.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So,
Like there's a disconnect. I know there is, but people are I mean, I get engagement, but I'm trying to figure out what's the connection between to make it convert. I've done the value, I've done my story.
well,
I don't
that
know.
there's something missing though, right? They're like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if it's not converting, the trust hasn't been created yet because connection is
Okay.
currency.
Mm-hmm.
So just like I said earlier to Philip, you need to ask yourself those questions and really think and just evaluate your content. You got to be brutally honest with yourself with your content.
Yeah.
And see what's because people buy from people, right? And so if they're not
Yeah.
buying from you, if they're not engaged, there's something missing from that content.
Yeah, yeah, and I know, and yeah, I understand that because I know there's definitely something missing. I'm trying to pinpoint like what it is. Like I do 2 to 3 every day. I share the
Mhm.
value. I've done my introductions. I do my I talk about the
What
program.
do
I
you
talk about why
mean
I
you
like
share the
it.
value?
Just like the value inside the program, like what I've learned. I've shared testimonies, all the things.
Okay, do you share what you learn or do you turn it into a lesson? Like
What I learned,
what do you
why
mean
I
by you
did
share
it,
what you learn?
my why, I share all of those
But what do you mean by you share what you learn?
about what I've learned inside the program.
Mm-hmm.
About what I've learned inside the program, I'll talk about a lot of time I talk about mindset motivation because I've pinpointed like that's a lot of what I learned, what I like in the program. I figured out that my audience
Okay, give
loves
me one example
the
because I'm gonna help
mindset
you flip it here.
for the
Will you just one
for
thing
what
that you
exactly?
talk about? Like what it like give me an idea. Like
Well, one thing.
you said you talk a lot about mindset and motivation. So give me an
Mhm.
idea of one thing you talk about.
like I'm always talking about when I started my online business, it wasn't, of course, like everybody else, I came into it specifically for the money. But I had to understand that I came into it with a terrible mindset and I had to get over thinking that, that it wasn't for me, that just because I see it working for everybody else, or I would say it just because you see it working for other people doesn't mean it can't work for you, talking about getting in the right mindset, positive mindset.
Okay, what part of
Yeah.
why you sharing that? Why do you think your perfect customer needs to hear that?
Because if my perfect customer is a lot like me, then they're not great at self-motivation. They want to make extra income online. They're trying to be able to afford my one liner is me. I want to be able to help other moms and moms like me, stay-at-home moms, be able to afford things outside of paying the rent. And that's one of the main reasons why I got started and why I wanted to learn more, why I got into the online business and kind of turn, because if I'm talking to my perfect
Okay,
customer, they're a lot
so
like me.
everything you said is good, but there's no
Mm-hmm.
empathy. There's no empathy in anything you said. There's no compassion. I think that's what's lacking. That's why I asked you. So for example, how many videos have you started like this? So because are you talking to a mom?
Stay-at-home moms.
Okay, cool. So you're at the store with your child, and your child sees this toy that they really, really wanted. And you grab your phone and you go to your bank account and you can't buy it. And it's $20 and you can't because you just paid rent. And you're fighting back the tears, but you got to tell them, no, you don't need this. And then you go get in the car and you're like fighting back the tears. And then you go home, and instead of trying to figure out a solution, you have no motivation because you're just stuck in this rut. So you get on your phone and you scroll. See the difference? I said the exact same thing you said, but I added empathy and compassion.
You know what? That really just like opened like that really just like opened like the way that that I've been talking about it, because kind of like the way that you said it and the way that I have said it, like I'm it's not, you're so right, like it's I don't start it off kind of, you're kind of saying it kind of like a like what's the best way to say it, I'm looking at my TikTok right now,
Well,
like on, and
it's
it was
this.
a
It's like what I said. Look at the comments.
mm-hmm,
People are saying. They're like, "Oh my
mm-hmm,
gosh, I'm
yeah, you tell a
crying."
story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they said you got me crying. So what I did is I pulled in
Yeah.
I triggered. I triggered the mom. The mom was
Mm-hmm.
triggered by that. And then how you pivot, you guys, that was me. And then I discovered this blueprint. And here's why I love this blueprint. Here's a connection right here, what I'm getting ready to say,
Mm-hmm.
because it helped me get my mind right. So I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
just feel guilty and scroll and decompress on a phone. I was able to take action. And it's teaching me blank. What are you going to say it's teaching you that will make that mama be like, where have you been my entire life?
Okay, so it's okay, so I can definitely admit that I haven't been saying it like that. Like I've been sharing my story, I've been sharing my
But
why.
it's but that's not
Or
your
like it's not
story.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
not what you want to share. That's where
Okay.
people get like I would go back and listen to my 90-day videos again because it's
Mm-hmm.
not the story you share is the one that would relate to them. And you
Mm-hmm.
and when you share a story, you want to put them in your shoes. Like that story, what I just
Okay.
shared. Like that's the connection point. But you can say that story because you've been there.
So it's like take the I out of it. Like
Mhm.
I did this and because I wanted to be able to go to the aquarium without looking at my bank
Yeah,
account.
that's
Like
a
yeah.
so what. That
So
is
it's
a
like
so what.
that's broad.
That
Okay.
is such a so what. You gotta, there's no
Okay.
emotion and connection. There's no
Okay.
emotion and empathy in that.
So more emotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I can definitely
Yeah.
see, and I'm really glad I asked because I wasn't looking at it like that. I was sharing that, but not the way, that you said it. Okay. So if I start kind of doing it that way, you think it'll start, I don't know, converting?
Yeah.
That's my only issue right now. I'm good
Yeah,
with
because you're not
content. I'm good with
connecting. You just
I'm
haven't
good.
connected.
Yeah.
You just got to
Okay.
connect. So, like for example, if you wanted to bring a part of your story in, just say, you know what a defining moment was for me as a mom? All moms are going to be like, well, what? You know what a defining moment was for me as a mom? I wanted to have kids and be able to do things with them. And if I want to get my kid a treat, I got to go to the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even go to Target and buy him a toy. We're living that close. Like I have to cross my fingers that they don't grow this month because I don't have money to buy new shoes. See,
Mm-hmm.
it's those stories like that. So then but that took me what 5 seconds to share.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Okay.
you go
Okay.
in to do then the solution, right? And here's the thing. This is where people get messed up. They think you got to make money. No, it's a solution. They don't care how much you've made because you're not paying their bills. They care that you have a
Right.
solution. And if you paint that
Mm-hmm.
picture for them, then boom, they're gonna want to learn more. But it's those
Okay.
connection points at the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. See, I'm
Yeah.
so glad I just kind of asked because I was like, okay, I'm not seeing something. I'm not
Yes.
seeing something. Okay. I think that's really it. So it sounds like that's really what I need to work on, the storytelling, the actual storytelling part.
Hmm.
The way, let me ask you this real quick. The way you started it off, like the story, like how you started off the story,
Hmm.
um, I see what you meant by how you were kind of painting it. Like, the feeling of going to the grocery store and your daughter, asks you, can I have this toy? And
Yeah.
you're looking at, because and the way you said it, it's like that, I connect with that because that is my everyday, like when I go to the store. So it's, for me, like I would literally be like, use my 4-year-old as an example. I'd be like, the feeling of going to Walmart and you have to go in there to get two
Okay,
things,
don't say
or
that. Don't say you
not
know the
Walmart,
feeling.
or do you know the
No, don't
feeling?
say you
Oh,
know the feeling. Okay. That's not how
not
you
do you know
start
the
it. You
feeling?
start it with a
Okay.
story, right? Because when you're
Okay.
like, you know the feeling, like just start with a story. You don't say that in your telling a story, right? So just like, just
Like you
literally,
go to
you
the
don't gotta say
store.
in a Walmart, Target, whatever. That's a so what. The only time it's not a
Okay.
so what is when you're like, I gotta go to the Dollar Tree to buy a toy because I can't afford Target toys. Like that $6 difference makes the difference. And I can't believe as a mom I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I see.
impactful. So instead of
Okay.
like, so however you said that, don't start that way. So where we're walking, my child sees the toy in the store. He runs over to the toy and I can't
Mm-hmm.
afford it. And he's always wanted that
And I
toy.
know I can't
I'm
afford it. I know
crushed
he's gonna ask
inside.
me.
I'm crushed
Mm-hmm.
inside because I'm like, how did I get here as a mom? I can't even afford a $20 toy. And instead of
Mm-hmm.
telling him that, because I feel like a failure as a mom, so instead of telling him that, I have to veer him over here. And I'm like, well, maybe if you do some chores or if you do this, I'll get it for you. And inside, I'm crushed. And inside, I'm fighting back the tears. And then we check out of the 3 things we needed at the store so I can do laundry. We get in the car and I'm just fighting back the tears. But you know what? I don't do anything different. I don't try to make a change. I go home, I get on my phone because I'm upset and I feel guilty and I decompress watching social media. And one day I was on social media having an incident like that and I discovered this blueprint. And oh my gosh, what this blueprint has given me, it's given me the vision to see a different life. It's given me the power to show up because I'm learning how to build an online business. I'm learning how to make 100% profit. I'm learning how to have passive income. Because you know what? Next time I'm at the store, I'm going to walk my child over there and I'm buying them the toy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I bought the blueprint. You see the
Exactly. Okay.
difference?
Exactly. Exactly. Because I could, yeah, I can definitely, and then with you saying it that way, I can totally see in how I can make that small little shift to like actually turn it around and say it like that. I
But
can,
you
okay,
got
I
to
can
pull in the
definitely say that.
emotion. You're
Okay.
so surface level.
Mm-hmm.
You're so
And I
surface.
felt that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Okay.
that. That's
Yeah,
that's
I felt
that's
that.
what I call vanilla marketing. Do you see how I pulled in the emotions? I talk about
Mm-hmm.
I'm fighting back the tears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did I get here? Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember
And that's
when
what I
I
felt in my content,
yeah, when I was creating
surface
content,
level.
I used to say all the
Mm-hmm.
time, you guys, I'm in my 50s and I'm like, how the hell did I get here? I never thought as a mom in my 50s, my bank account would look that way, but I didn't know what to do. I would watch YouTube videos. I was searching. I'm a hard worker, but I didn't know what to do until I discovered this blueprint. And I got to tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
it was a breath of fresh air. But I used to
Mm-hmm.
say that all the time. You know how many moms have literally messaged me and emailed me and said, that's me. That's
Mm-hmm.
me. I cannot believe my bank account looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that emotion. You got to go deep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Deeper, yeah, deeper than it, because I definitely felt that I was being surface level, just couldn't like pinpoint
Mm-hmm.
it. Because I can easily pull in the why I like the blueprint, the loving of the blueprint, kind of how you ended it, but my beginning wasn't the story telling like
Right.
that. So
And that's where you
okay.
got to pull them in. But then
Mm-hmm.
you got to get to the point. You got to remove
Right.
those so what's and you got to get to
Okay.
the point and pull in more emotion. Like when you're going in, you just got to just go into that emotion a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. I could do that. Thank you for kind of for
Mhm.
saying it that way for me. It really, really helped. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. Thanks for asking. I think you helped a lot of people. This is why you guys attending these calls are so good, right? Because you learn from other people as well. Jody.
Michelle. Yeah, that last
Hello.
call was really good because I'm a boomer and I'm not very emotional. So that was really a good lesson for me.
Mm-hmm.
Try. Yeah, so one of the things that I'm struggling with content, I've done affiliate marketing before, but I've always struggled with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a struggle for me mentally to do content when I haven't gotten from point A to point B yet, that I'm still struggling not, I've only been doing this for a week with your program, but I'm struggling. I haven't made any money. So
Okay.
I'm struggling
So,
to
but first
offer
of
it
all,
and
Jody,
I
I'm going to
haven't
stop you
done it.
there. You got to stop telling yourself you're struggling because you've created
Yeah.
a block. You'll never grow if you keep on. You've said struggling like 9 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't ever look at it as struggling. I'm growing. I'm
Okay.
moving. I'm learning.
Okay.
Like I remember when I first launched into the digital marketing space, I wasn't on TikTok. I was like, oh my gosh, all I know about TikTok is my daughter dances on TikTok. Like, am I too old? What am I doing? What am I thinking? I don't know, but I'm doing it because all
Yeah.
I know is the only way you have success is by failures. And I don't even like that word because I don't think anything is a failure. It's always a learning lesson. But
Right.
you have to fail. Nobody just literally wakes up one day like, woo, I'm going to get 50 customers today, right? It's that
Yeah.
stepping stone. It's like you got to take the stairs. So just
Okay.
try to eliminate that word.
Okay.
Okay. And because those are just blocks. It's like you're trying to protect yourself by saying that over and over.
All
And
right.
so just like I have these conversations with my granddaughter, like if I can hear them, I'll like stop my get your doubt jar, sister. Because they all have to have doubt jars. If they say anything negative, they got to write the word down. And the other day, my 5-year-old granddaughter, or she just turned 6, said something, and I said, "Up, put that on your doubt jar." She goes, "Grandma, I know this sounds like doubt, but I really don't know how to spell the word."
Yeah.
just sound it out, sister. We'll figure it out. And so because I'm trying to break their patterns, right?
Yeah.
We all can do hard things. So
Okay.
anyway, go back to your question. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, that's just my biggest question with my content. And I usually in real life, I don't use the word struggle, but in my mind, when I'm creating content, I'm thinking, how can I offer this when I haven't made the money yet?
Ooh, good question. Oh, I love that question.
That's
Okay,
it.
so
That's the down and dirty.
no, I love that. I'm so glad you asked that. So let me share this with you because when I discovered the digital marketing space, I literally had the wind taken out of me in network marketing. Earlier that summer, yeah. So I had got my income to about 7,000 a month working my face off. Literally. The time I sacrifice is just, oh, the thought of it, all those young years with my kids. And the company did a corporate call. And we were like, this is it. This is the tipping tone, the tipping point is 6 figures. And they actually said they were too loose with the comp plan. And they changed this one bonus. My income before the end of the call dropped to 3,000. And I was tired. I'm talking, I was mentally, I was emotionally, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. But I didn't have a choice because I still, at that time, well, I had still what, 4 kids, 3 kids in the house, and they depended on my income. And I was tired. And so I mentally had to get out of that defeat. Right. And then I opened in a new territory, which was the digital marketing. And I'm like, I don't know anything about tech. I don't want to learn tech. I'm going to TikTok. I had every stinking thinking. So this is what I said. I'm just going to see what I can do. Because I know if I continue to do the same thing, I'm going to get different results. But in my head, I'm like, well, why would anybody listen to me? I've literally been a failure. There's other people having success in network marketing, and so maybe I just suck, right? I'm just telling you what was going through my head.
Yeah.
So what I did is, I think I talk about this all the time. I go back to the day I discovered the blueprint. It was literally on Facebook. And if you go to my Facebook, you see that I'm barely on Facebook. And I remember it was actually the only reason I was on Facebook that day is because my son, we were hosting the cross country dinner at my house. I do stories. I grabbed my phone, I took some stories, and I laid my phone down to let the stories upload. About 2 hours later, my granddaughter hands me my phone. She goes, here's your phone. Well, of course, when a 4-year-old hands you the phone, you're like, oh, where's she been, right? And it was still on Facebook. And so, of course, what do? You scroll a little bit, and it was Carissa. I never met her. And I'm getting to my point, I'm telling you this. And I remember seeing her post, and I remember how it made me feel. She was my hope dealer that day. It wasn't a video, by the way. I'd never seen a video understanding this digital marketing process, but it was no MLM, no monthly expenses. And when I started looking into digital marketing, this is what I said. oh my gosh, there's people all over the world making money in this. If they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. So I want you to start telling yourself, Jody, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. And so that's what I did. So every day I would prime my mind. I'd prime my mind. Before I showed up on social media, I'd be like, if they can do it, I can do it. Because you guys realize whatever goal you have in your life right now, if anybody's ever achieved the goal, so can you. That's what's so awesome.
You can do it.
And I see people all over the world making money in digital marketing in all different ages. And there was no common denominator. And I'm like, this is awesome. I'm going to be coachable. And so it was never about the money, right? It was always about the impact. And so I just literally went out there on social media and I just started pouring into people.
Okay.
And it was not about me, but 3 days later, I got a sell. No, I remember that video. I was like, oh my God, I had a complete stranger buy from me. This is awesome. And I was like a spaz in a video, which people were like, wow, I think she's like really serious. Like she had no idea she was going to make money. Because I even said in the video, I'm shocked. I just shared my emotions, right? And I think if you go out and do that, because every single business starts with no money, no customers. Literally. And most people start a business because there's something they weren't happy with in their life. So they have a backstory, but that doesn't stop them. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yep.
You're brand new today. It don't matter. Every Monday is I'm brand new. I set all my goals on Sunday. I look at all my numbers on Sunday, and Monday I'm like, I'm brand new. I'm going to go be the hope dealer out there and give hope in the world. And I was more relatable, Jody, when I was stressed and I was broke and had no money. I'm not relatable now. That's why you don't hear my story a lot on social media, because I can't even believe it some days. And so you are in the most relatable time, the most relatable spot, because it's not about you. It's about them.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Got this. All right. iPhone. Whoever iPhone is, you're up. Okay. Well, he must not know it's there. Okay. How do you say your name, Matt? Just help me out.
Maximiliana.
Maximiliana. Okay.
Yes, Maximiliana.
Hello. All right, go ahead.
Do you want me to go ahead, or do you want iPhone to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I was on a call with you earlier this week for the first time, and I was feeling very emotional, and I feel like I have not yet been able to wrap my head around who my ideal customer is, because of things that I've had happen. And so when I think about it and when I talk about it, I get very emotional. And because of that, sometimes I feel like I don't know where to focus my content. So I will tell you what, in the majority of my videos, I've been sharing that I'm a single mom and I help care for my aging parents, which is true. Okay. But then I think about all the pain that I've been through, which in the last 5 years, I've been through a 5-year custody case. I became a solo mom. We're no contact with his father. I lost my brother. My dad is in hospice.
We're getting into the backstory, right?
Right.
I don't want to, but here's the thing. None of that matters.
Okay.
Because that's not that you're trying to create content about you. It's the content is about the story that would relate to your perfect customer. So my best advice I'm going to give you is go back into my 90-day videos and watch them again, because I really help you create your story that's not around you. It's around what your perfect customer needs to hear. I would really go watch them.
Okay.
Because that's because you're so in your head. Oh my goodness, I had tons of stories I could share, right? I never shared any of that. Like I never did. I just was like,
okay.
I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. I couldn't believe my life was here. I thought I had more time and money with my family. That's it. That was in a nutshell, because those were the trigger words, because I noticed that that's what a lot of moms use: stressed and overwhelmed, stressed and overwhelmed. So I'm starting my content with stress and overwhelm, because they're going to be like, she gets me.
Okay.
That's what it's about. You're too much in your backstory. None of that matters. It's literally creating that connection with them with a part of your story. And I think I covered that in like day 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah.
I would watch it probably more than once just to get really comfortable with that and just do that. And I think you're going to take the pressure off of you too, right? You're not going to feel so pressured now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I know it's been a lot of pain that I'm still even going through, and it's kind of hard to separate that from this. But I do totally understand what you're telling me, and I also want to make clear that the reason why, and I'm saying this out loud so that I can hear it and so that others can hear it as well. But the reason why I purchased was not because of where I am, but where this is going to take me. So
I love that. That's a video right there, my friend.
thank you. And one more thing. Cuando estés lista para tener el programa en español, yo también te puedo ayudar. Which basically means when you're ready to have the program in Spanish, I want to help you.
Yes. And as soon as I have somebody that's making 6 figures in Spanish that can do some training calls, we'll do it. Yep. So there's your motivation to get there.
Yes, thank you.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, love it. All right, Jessica.
Hey, Michelle. So I just need help with my keywords for my $1 million message. So
Okay.
I came from 16-hour days, just like you, with health and wellness to now doing this. But I was also tired and exhausted, stressed and overwhelmed. But at that same time, my husband's job fell through. So I kind of talk about that, so whenever the reality came, is other than the long days, is what I was making wasn't enough, because when it came to me, just it wasn't enough there. We used up all our savings and everything. And that's when I started this and got my first customer in 9 days. And so, but I don't know how to put all that in my $1 million message to get those keywords, because everybody says they say the same thing in every video. And I just haven't got that down.
Is all that story is you got to remove some of those so what's in that story, because I don't think all of that would relate to your ideal customer.
Okay.
So what part of that story would make them be like, ooh, she gets me. Wow, she gets me. Like what
I
part
guess
of
I want to talk to more of the burnout network marketers, because there's so many out there, and I've gone through that, 5 years of it. And then, just like you, they can change anything at any time. And, they've done that. So
Yeah, exactly. And so instead of saying burned out network marketers, because sometimes when somebody has been dedicated to network marketing for a while and you say that, they might try to defend it even though they are burnt out. So say it without saying it. Like me, I could have I didn't even build my business going after network marketers when I started, because I had a hard time even saying that industry because I was like, I cannot believe what had happened. But if I would go back again, I would have literally said stuff like, I found out, for years I did network marketing and thought it was cool, to be able to build a team, but I didn't realize I was just a contractor and I had no control over my income. At any time, they can come in and change the comp plan and you have no control. And that's what happened to me. My income went from 7,000 to 3,000 by the end of that corporate call. Anybody that has made any type of money in network marketing is going to be like, oh, wow, I get that. Yeah. Right. Or they can change a formula and a product that totally just dumps a company,
it's the ingredients.
Yeah, it is. And so to me, those are the type of stories that it's called the lesson learned content. I'm going to create content about lessons learned. And that creates that connection. Because, man, and right now we need to help network marketers more now than we ever needed to before. I mean, look how many companies are going to the affiliate and they don't even give their leaders that dedicated their heart and soul to them. They don't even give them nothing. They just, They don't even give them time to like, oh, you have 30 days before you are going to go from 20,000 a month to 3. Like, it's just so wild to me. And they're okay with that, right? And so, to me, it's like we need to get louder now more than than ever before. So what I would do is I would kind of do that happy, sad face like I did. What are the problems that your perfect customer faces, and what are the solutions? And that's the content I would just go in on.
All right. So as I started getting my customers, I wrote down like because they all come in there and they share what they're struggling with. So I have all of that. I can't, I have a whole stack here of everybody that's complained about something, and I just write it down. So I was trying to do content around all of that as well, but then I kind of felt like it was all over the place.
Right. Look at the 80-20. Look at what are the most common questions you're getting.
Okay.
And that's the most important, right? I mean, because you probably look at all of them, like there's a lot of them pretty common, and just focus on that. The ones that are just, yeah, go through that. But to me, I would go on that journey. What was it for you? Why are you here? And how does that connect with what your perfect customer wants?
Okay. Thank you.
That Hakira? Is that how you say that?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello. I have a question. I started 3 months ago. Like you said, I have two accounts, one in French, one in English. I have a lot of leads, probably around 600 leads from just one account. The other one, Michelle, I don't know. I'm working even more on this one in English. I know people understand me. So I'm working on the hooks. I'm doing the same thing. Sometimes I will take the video that works really good in French. I will do in English. But sometimes I can be stuck at 5 views, Michelle, for like days. I don't know if I'm at the wrong niche, probably. And what I was thinking, it's completely make a new account.
So I would make a new account, because you just got to figure out what's broken on your other one. If not, you'll just make a new account and recreate that over there again. And so the only time I recommend somebody create a new account is if they maybe you're selling water bottles,
Something
right?
else before.
Yeah, and then that doesn't really, but you can still try to work with that audience first before you go over to a new one. But are you using hashtags?
Yes, I using hashtag, caption, hooks, following the 90 days, but it works pretty good on my other account. I will apply the same thing. I will try different strategy on my English one. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know.
So are you when you use a hashtag, how long are you using that hashtag? Are you
Well, I
changing?
tried for it to do a week.
Okay.
And then change some of the hashtags for another week. And the thing is that I feel like I'm going down instead of making progress.
Right. So are you using a hook? Are you using the
Yeah.
descriptions?
Yeah.
You are. And
Yeah.
how long are your videos?
So 1 minute and 40 seconds, and now I'm really trying to stay to not pass 1 minute. It's hard, right? If especially if you want to deliver it value. But I'm really trying 1 minute 20. But really, I don't know. I don't know. I had like no leads from this account. Absolutely none.
Are you getting any type of engagement at all?
So yes, I have some engagement, and that's what I want to ask. I have a lot of people say like, I love your content. It's special, but they all say the same, and then they send you DMs.
Okay, block them.
Block them. That's what I do.
Because just block them. And so try to retrain your algorithms.
So the engagement I have, it's from people inside the digital marketing.
Okay, and that's good, right?
Okay.
That gives you credibility, right?
Okay.
For example, if you have a video not getting a lot of views, but getting engagement, people that see your video are gonna be like, oh wow, she's important. That just gives you a layer of influence.
Okay.
If nobody's commenting, then there's no influence. That's why it's bizarre to me when people don't want to follow other people in the community. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's what builds your influence and
Yes.
ability up, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
other people are commenting, strangers are going to be like, oh, okay.
Yes, and they confirm what you're saying. So
Exactly. Yes.
yes,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so I've been posting 3 times a day since I start. I never didn't post stories too, promoting webinar, but I don't know, it won't. For some reason, it won't. At 3 months, I had 600 followers on this account, and my other one, I don't know, 2,000 and more. But I don't know what to do anymore on this account.
So, and how, like, have you created, like, how many videos a day are you creating over there?
Sorry?
How many videos a day are you posting over there?
Three.
Are they the same videos on both channels or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And how many views, like the ones that you posted yesterday, how many views did you get?
10. I got 10. This morning I got 5. I don't know. And I don't know. I don't. That's why I was wondering if I'm
inside of here. Have you?
So my 3 videos, I had 11, 13, and 10 yesterday. This morning I had 91. Not too bad. Yeah.
Have you went inside of where it says the little stack up here? The little, the 3 little stack. Have you clicked on that? And have you went inside the TikTok studio? And have you clicked on account check? And have it run a check on your account?
No, I never did that.
You might try and
So
see.
you go on, you said TikTok Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
account check. Now it's running an audit on all my videos to let me know if there's anything wrong with them.
Oh, okay. No, I never did that and I don't know what. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. Yes.
See, and it says account is in good standings. So maybe you're holding your content from being pushed out because maybe something's wrong. So
Okay.
That's what I would do. Okay, my other question I would do is, are you posting about the same time every day?
About, I would say an hour difference, it can happen, yes.
Okay. And do you look at what country your videos are going in?
Yes, I always post United States.
Okay. So,
I go live every other day on this account because I do one in French, one in English. So I go live every other day because I can with 600, they let me go live. So I go live.
So
yeah.
you are putting an area in though.
In what?
You're putting an area in when you post your video?
What
You're not
is
leaving
it?
it open? You put a country in?
When I post a video, yes, I always put United States.
Okay, try it without putting anything and see what happens.
Okay.
Just see. Maybe that's doing, you know what I mean? Maybe your algorithms aren't over in the US, so maybe just try nothing and see what it does. I'm just curious and let me know.
Yeah. I'm curious too because really I'm trying. I see that my other thing I'm trying to apply and it's working. I have great engagement and stuff. I try to do the same here, but for some reason. But I'm gonna try that and I will let you know. All right.
Something that I always do, right? Everything is fixable and everything is figure outable. But here's where a lot of people, they try to fix everything at once. So it's like, okay, because I asked you about the hashtags and asked you about all that, asked you about the descriptions, asked you about the hooks, you did all that. So like, okay, well, let's not put US and see what happens. Try that for 7 days. If that doesn't change anything, well, then let's try to figure out another solution. Does that make sense?
Okay. Makes sense totally. I didn't think about try that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me know.
All right, I will. You have a good day. Thank you, Michelle.
You too. Now, you guys always try not to fix so many things at once because then you never knew what was broken. So if it happens again, you're just like, well, I don't know, right? So always try to be solution based off of one thing and try that. All right. I do have to leave here in a minute, so hopefully I can get a few more here. Veronica?
Michelle, can you hear me?
Great.
Great stuff. So glad to be on here from South Africa. So I just feel like I'm a bit in my head at the stage still, and I've done a lot of the training on the perfect customer, creating content, all of that, following the 90 days. And
Okay, so
I'm
what's your
battling
question
with
for
my,
me?
pardon?
What's your question for me?
I'm battling with my content because I was a banker for 21 years, but I've been a stay-at-home mom for 18 years.
Yeah, just
So
give me
18,
what's your
18,
question? I don't
18
need a
months.
answer. Get your question.
So I'm trying to understand which customer do I focus on my content? Who do I focus on? Because
Okay, so
it's like
today
it's
it's not
fuzzy.
about perfect customer training because that is pretty detailed, right? I'm just talking about like content.
Yeah, so creating content for the perfect customer in that sense. So
Okay.
I'm
Are you watching
battling.
my 90-day videos? Because I literally cover this. Like I cover like how to find your perfect customer, how to create content for your perfect customer, and how to craft that story around your customer. So what I would do is, it sounds like you're still struggling with that. I would go back and watch those videos again. That's why I try to keep them to like 5 to 10 minutes. Because sometimes you need to hear them more than once. Like right now I'm listening to 2 videos. And I've literally listened to the same video the last 4 days, every single morning when I'm getting ready. It's like a 32-minute video. I've listened to it every morning, 32 minutes every morning the last 4 days. And and you know why I'm gonna listen to it again tomorrow? Because I take notes every day. Based off of my notes, I know if I need to move on, and my notes are different every day. I'm like, oh, I'm learning more every day from that one video. And so I don't want people to like just rush through that content. Like if you're struggling with your perfect customer and content, I'd go back and watch them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Because
see, that
something,
my concern is I'm getting very low views at the moment and very little engagement. Just hello, darling, beautiful, whatever. I'm like, just go away. I don't want to. I don't want that engagement. So that's frustrating because yes, there's a little bit of engagement, but all the nonsense that I don't want.
okay,
So
so
yes, I just block.
we gotta get rid of these words, right? Because
Yeah.
frustration and no views, you're never gonna show up as the person that can get views. Like I never paid attention to that. See, you're focused on the outcome instead of just doing the activities. I know that's so hard, my friend, because I know, but I just was like, no, I got to get better because social media does not discriminate. It doesn't work good for some and not for some. It works great for everybody if we can learn to master the algorithms, if we can learn to master our message. But if we're telling us that I'm stressed, it's hard, nobody's watching me, you'll never create content with compassion and empathy that will attract somebody.
Okay.
Because
Thank you.
you're like, in your head, you're like, I mean, my content don't work, but I'm going to create this video anyway, right? I don't want you to do the work to do the work. I want you to do the work to do the impact. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what you said to Tranisha as well made a lot of sense. So if I can really just implement that empathy as well.
Busy energy always feels disappointing. When you just stay busy to be busy, it's always feeling disappointing. Just like I've been doing coaching calls inside my mastermind, and it's like, okay, let's get the clarity. I'm going to help you with the strategy. Then you got to execute because you know what to do. But somebody that's like just busy energy, just like I'm busy doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and this isn't working, and this, man, there's always disappointment behind that. But when you just have 1 or 2 things to focus on. And so what I would do, first of all, is I would literally go back to the 90-day videos and just watch the video of your perfect customer training until you get it. And don't overthink it, my friend. And then I show you how to create your story based on them. I would watch them, and then you need to go all in on that. That's your clarity, right? Follow that and go, that's your clarity. Go all in on that for this 90-day run.
Yeah. Just one question, Michelle. The 15 to 20-second videos that we're currently focusing on, by when do we now change it? Next week or so that we go, because I'm literally now doing book, solution, and CTA. So trying to push it into like 15 to 30 seconds. Do I go over to longer videos next week? Or?
That was just a challenge that day.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you got to keep on doing that.
Okay, so it's not for the week or
I'm
so,
trying to
whatever.
get people to get the so what's out of there and try to just kind of speed up a little bit and just, stop overthinking it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being on. I know it's in the middle of the night there. That's awesome. That's dedication. Woo, I love it. Okay, you guys, I do gotta go because I'm actually 2 minutes late for another Zoom I need to be on, so I need to bounce off of here. Thank you guys so much. This will give us 24 hours. It will be uploaded in the replays. Go to the classroom and go to the Monday and Thursday replays, and it will be uploaded there. Hopefully this helped you guys. And we're going to be doing more Q&As like this because I want to help you make 2025 the best year of your life. Have an awesome day, everybody. I'll see you later in the community.